This is Ty Bomba's game, Operation Unthinkable, which we should be releasing next month. One of the things I really like about this game is that you have a lot of options, and there are decisions that you make at the start of the game that are going to shape the entire campaign. The allied player, and here are all the allied units here, they have a lot of kind of flashy options. They can use atom bombs, they can do paradrops, they can do amphibious invasions along the coast. But in order to do that, they need to set aside certain units in a group to launch that amphibious invasion at the start of the game. And they can only use those units that they've committed to that for that purpose. They can't then decide, oh, I'm going to enter them from the land portion of the map instead. So they need to kind of commit to that. And they do that after the Soviet player has finished setting up. Now, this is a free setup game, and I know some folks don't dig that. Big complaint for our other hypothetical game playing 1919 was that it had a free setup. But in this game, the decision space is a lot less opaque than it was in 1919. In 1919, you had like 150 odd German units to place. You had 5 units in a hex, a stacking limit. You had to take care of your air assets. You had to make sure everything was in supply. There was a lot of kind of things going on there. And we actually have a blog post that just went up, which will be about, will give you a possible setup that you can use to get the game on the table. But here, the decision space is a lot less complicated. You have far fewer units. And in fact, the Soviet units actually outnumber the Allied units. And it's more of a broad strokes thing. It's more about, do I want to defend up front and make the Allies fight for every inch? Or do I want to defend in depth? Do I want 2 units to a hex or 1? Do I want to defend along the coast here to try to prevent the Allied player from wanting to launch those amphibious invasions? Basically as a challenge or an invitation, like, hey, just try to do amphibious invasion now. And so that decision is going to affect the Allied decision, and so you're going to have a lot of replayability in the game, and a lot going on right from the start of the game that's going to affect the shape of the entire gameplay experience, and that's something I'm really excited about.